gonna give
promote
you
them.
free game. I mean, the first thing that you want to do is not sign anything. Do not sign any contracts at all whatsoever nowadays. You want to do everything yourself because I mean, like I've made mistakes as far as like with Bentley. I signed a contract with them. I got screwed out of thousands of dollars because you never really see your numbers, and it's hard to believe that they screw it up so bad like that. Because, like, say you're a DistroKid, you get a printout of your sales on Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, or whatever the case may be, and it shows you those exact amounts. But when I was with Bentley, they had it screwed up to where it would show pages and then pages missing and then zeros and then pages missing. I mean, you got to be smart enough to know the game. And I mean, it was easily to see that they were screwing me because whenever you look on DistroKid, it shows the pages, and the number like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it skip. You know what I'm saying? Like the pages that had the money there, you removed it and sent me the ones that was zeros. So I thought I was getting $5. You know what I mean? Like when I was with Bentley, I think I was with them maybe a year or so, and I made maybe $100. And as soon as I left with them, I was with DistroKid, TuneCore for a while. And when I was with TuneCore, I made double that in the first 2 months.
So that
You
means
know
you were
what I
already
mean?
making the money. They were just taking it from you.
But since then, I mean, I've left TuneCore and DistroKid and all of those since I've become with Rock Nation and Empire, which is the better deal. But it's
Right.
also deals out there that are scams with those too. I mean, you'll have people hitting you up saying that you can be with Rock Nation or Empire or anything for that matter, and they'll scam you out of several things because the contract's going to read like it's legit. You always want to have somebody read through that contract. I mean, whether the splits be messed up or it's not an actual company, that's why
Mm-hmm.
you have to really do your research on the person that you're talking to. Put it that way, because I mean,
Well,
it's so easy to get scammed by just if just say like me, I'm from the hood. I've never did anything major. So if you get
right.
a label hitting you up like Rock Nation and places like that, the first thing you do is get happy.
Right.
I'm gonna be rich now. I'm gonna be a rich rapper because they know that when they send you these contracts. Well, let's send it to the ghetto where they don't have nothing and
Right.
promise this nigga $1 million. Yeah, you're gonna jump right on it and sign it real fast. And don't
Right.
do that because that's just a total scam. You know what I'm saying? Don't release 30 tracks in a month. That's not gonna ever get you any streams and it's not gonna get you mainstream. I'm gonna
Promote
give you
them.
free game. And I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna give you free game. I'm gonna tell you this right now. When you release a track, you gotta hype that track up. You feel what I'm saying? When you release a track, give it 2 weeks, 2 weeks or more. You know what I'm saying? Before you release it, make you have these apps that you can make like coming soon things, with graphics and so forth and stuff like that. Share that every single day and hype it up. Hype it up. Get people wanting it. Because what you want to do is you want people to want more. You know what I'm saying? You want them to want more. You want them to do the because people that if you make a track tonight and I drop it tonight, what is that gonna do? Nobody knows about it. It's not going to get any streams or anything like that. You want to build a hype about a song. You got to get on these. They have apps that you can get now that creates a biography for you. For your track, when to talk about it real good with a lot of keywords and big words. That we can't pronounce. It makes it sound real good and professional. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? All you got to do is tell them what you want it to say, and it'll write it out for you. All you got to do is copy it and paste it, like I do all the time. I don't
Right.
necessarily write all that stuff out. That app does that for me. And that's another
Right.
form of advertising. You got to hype a track up. If I make 30 tracks in this month, only one or two of those tracks at the most is going to get any traction at all. You got to
Right.
hype a track up and make people want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it 2 weeks out, make them want to hear it. Because if you release 30 tracks, it's just not going to help you at all whatsoever. And then most of the time, people are not going to hear half of those 30. That's why
Right.
most people nowadays, and if you see artists, you don't see artists release a lot of albums nowadays or mixtapes. You just don't see that. There's singles because those are the ones that get the hits. Those are the ones that get the streams. Because most people, if they put an album on nowadays, they're not gonna sit and play the whole thing. They're gonna be
Right.
skipping, and you're not paying no attention to half of that. That's why they do one song at a time nowadays. You may see an album here and there of artists that are mainstream and been in the game for a while because that album's gonna be fire. But if you're underground like me and nobody really, a lot of people don't know you or everybody all over the world, they're not gonna play your track front to back. It's just not gonna work like that. A good track may get completely skipped over, and you could have released it as a single and got 1 million streams on it, but you put it on the album and got 50. If that makes sense.
I see what you're saying, man, and I appreciate you for dropping that because it's some gatekeepers out here that they ain't gonna tell you that kind of stuff. They gonna watch you. They gonna watch you like waste your time because they look like, well, at least there's one less person, in the pool that's trying to,
that they have to
compete
worry
for it.
about. Yeah, and
Right.
another thing, you want to put thought behind your music. Don't just drop music because you like this person's ahead of me. This person's got 300 tracks and I got to catch up. Take your time. Your music is your foundation of your career. Later down in life, you're gonna play that and be like, I totally rushed that. I could have did better. Don't do that. Don't rush tracks to try to keep up with people. Keep it your own pace in your own race. You feel me? That's the
Yeah.
music you gonna make this better. Cause I mean, I tell you, like, Give It Up, Sexy Lady would not have been as good as it was if I hadn't took my time on it. All my music would not be as good. You don't see me drop tracks overnight or every
Mhm.
week. I never do that. And that's why my music sounds like it does because I take my time.